G'day kids and grown-ups. If you are loving watching and learning with Aussie, it would be amazing if you could please do me a really big favour and just tell anybody else that you think might enjoy it too. In the meantime, enjoy this brand new episode, and as always, stay keen.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie.
G'day kids, Aussie here. Today we've come down to the Oval and we're going to learn all about how to play cricket. And the best part is I've brought a professional cricketer along to help me. He plays cricket for a job. How good would that be? This person plays for the New South Wales Blues and the Sydney Sixers, and he's pretty good. Kids, I'd like you to meet my new friend, Jack Edwards.
G'day Aussie, how are you?
Very good, mate. Thanks for coming to join us today.
Thank you for having me. Hopefully we can have some fun today and learn a few things about cricket.
Awesome. So Jack is going to teach me and you kids a few of the things that it takes to play cricket. How to bat, how to bowl, how to field, and even how to be a good sport. So Jack, what do you say? Should we go and get started? Maybe start with some of the equipment.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. So Jack, we're going to cover off some of the equipment. I've brought a ball and a bat. Is that all I need to play cricket?
Well, that's okay if you're in the backyard, but we're in the nets today, so you might need a few more things.
Okay, talk us through it.
So first up, we've got the pads. So these go over your legs like that. They're pretty hard. So when the ball hits them, protects you. You don't get too many bruises. So you need them. And we've got the gloves. So they're like nice and squishy, but they protect your fingers.
Okay, cool.
Right? And they also got a bit of grip, so help you hold the bat and swing nice and hard.
Got to protect those fingers.
And then we got the helmet, the nice Sydney Sixers helmet, nice and hard on top, and
I like it.
The grill on the front protects you. So, yeah, very important piece of equipment. That
Very good. And kids, what colour is this? It's pink. That's right.
magenta.
Or magenta. So Jack, this is a pretty heavy bat, and it's got sort of a bumpy side and a flat side. How do I know which side to hit it with?
Well, you want to hit it with the flat side.
Okay.
And yeah, I used when I was younger a lot lighter bats, but I'm a bit bigger now, so I can use heavier ones.
Okay.
But there's definitely some lighter ones out there. And we've got the nice magenta and purple stickers here to match the shirt. And the grip, of course, helps you hold onto it.
Very good. And then the ball, are they always red?
Not always red. You got some white ones, pink ones, maybe even orange ones at times. So yeah, you got lots of different colours.
Very good. And when you're starting out playing cricket, do you start with a leather ball like this?
Use a soft ball when you're younger, so it doesn't hurt too much. So you can get away with just wearing the pads. But as you get a bit older, the balls get a bit harder.
All right. Well, I think we've covered off enough of the equipment. How about we get into the nets and maybe learn some bowling and some batting?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So we're going to start with batting. Jack, do you want to show me how to put these pads on?
Yep. So usually you take a knee and you got the straps. All right, so we loop the straps through a little buckle there and they come back around. Do that with all three of them. You don't want to do them too tight, you don't want to do them too loose because you do have to run between wickets. So
of course.
you want them to stay on. Then you swap over, bring it on this side. That's the pads done. Okay, and then we've got the gloves. So again, we undo the strap. On the left hand, for a right-hander, goes the soft bit with the thumb.
Okay.
You'll see on this side,
It's
got a bit more, yeah. So that's how you figure out which one goes on which.
Okay.
Just like that. Tuck that in, and then do that strap up again. And then you're done with the gloves.
They look really protective.
They are very nice and comfy. And lucky last, we've got the helmet. So we'll pop that on, tuck the chin strap under, and you're good to go.
Very good. Okay, so we're all dressed and ready to go. What about how to bat? Can you show us how to hold the bat and how to hit the ball?
No problem, yeah. So I think the easiest way to figure out how to pick the bat up is you put it down on the ground, and then you just go to pick it up with two hands, and there you go, you've got it. So
awesome.
That's how I was taught. Like to have the hands together, and just in the middle of the handle. So not like that or really high up or really low down. I just like to go in the middle.
Okay.
And then here you've got your stumps. So I'll take my stance. So generally that's the middle stump. You'll do a mark with that, and that's where you'll stand shoulder width apart. And you tap the bat, and then you're ready to go. Have the hands up by your hip and watch the ball and the bowler coming in the bowl.
Okay. So I see there, Jack, that when you're waiting for the ball to come down, you've got the bat in the air. And why is that?
Well, I want to be ready, so when the ball actually is in the air, I'm ready to go, and my bat's not down and I feel rushed. So I like to have it up ready, so I'm ready to pounce on the ball.
Very good. All right, and what are some of the different shots that you can play in cricket?
Well, first of all, I think you got to defend the good ones so the ball doesn't hit your stumps. So you got the forward defence, where you take a step out, down the wicket, and then the bat comes through straight, and you block it. You just let the ball hit the bat. Okay. But that's not as fun as trying to hit the big sixes.
Yeah, I bet. And how do you hit the big sixes, Jack?
Well, you get your bat up ready to go again, and you take a big step down, hands go up, and you swing as hard as you can with the head staying down though. So you don't want the head to go up to the sky. You got to keep watching the ball, a nice full swing.
Okay.
And you should be okay.
So key things there, watch the ball and keep the head down.
Yeah. As soon as you look up to the sky, your ball usually goes straight up to the sky.
And that's no good because the fielder's going to catch you out, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah.
What are your favourite types of shots, Jack?
One of my favourite shots is the cover drive.
Okay.
So this is usually when the ball is outside the stumps and I have to hit the ball through the covers. So that way, so you take a step towards the ball,
okay,
not straight down the wicket, but towards the ball again. And then similar, but you just want to have a full drive through the ball. So you don't want to block it. You want to go all the way through the ball, and the bat finishes up where you want the ball to go.
Okay, perfect.
Same again, you want to keep your head down, watch the ball all the way onto the bat, make sure it goes where you want it to go.
Awesome. And I noticed there that when you're hitting the ball, you've got that front elbow up. And is that a key that you would teach the kids?
Absolutely, that's very important. So you want to have your elbow bent on your left arm if you're a right-handed batsman. Yep. And then as you go to hit the ball, that elbow stays bent and goes towards the sky.
Okay.
You don't want to hit it with straight arms or as the ball will go in the air.
All right. So Jack, when you're just learning how to play cricket, is it better to just try and slog the ball and try and hit a six every time? Or is it safer to hit it along the ground and go for 4 runs?
Well, I think if the plan is to stay in and not get out, you want to hit the ball along the ground. But if you're playing T20 cricket and you have to score runs quickly, sometimes it's better to hit the ball in the air, aim for the sixes. But it's up to you to decide which one you want to do, and hopefully you're good enough you can do both. But generally you want to hit the ball where the fielders aren't, because that way you can't get out and you maximise how many runs you can score.
I like it. Good tips from Jack. All right, so with those tips, I think maybe it's time for Ozzie to try some batting. What do you say?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's
All
get
right.
you into it.
All right, so I'm all padded up. I think I'm ready to face a few balls from professional cricket. What do you say?
Let's do it, mate.
All right, so I'm going to pick up my bat.
Yep. That's perfect.
And there's my grip.
Yep.
Ready to go.
There you go. Nice and simple. And then you're in your crease, shoulder width apart with your feet. Bat up, ready to go. We'll see how you go. Nice, Aussie. Yeah, nice. Play nice and straight, that's the key. Nice, Aussie. Oh. That's nice.
Hey Jack, do you mind slowing it down for a beginner please, mate?
I'll try it. Oh. Yeah.
Shot!
Well played, Aussie.
Oh, he's beat me straight through.
That's better. Oh!
Yeah, come on Aussie! Woo! So what do you reckon, Jack? How's my batting form?
Your defence was really good. Maybe we'll just work on the attacking ones.
Okay.
You took your eye off the ball a few times.
All right.
Trying to hit the ball too hard.
Eyes on the ball, head down.
Yeah. But you were solid for the most part.
Very good, thanks mate.
No problem.
Do you reckon you can teach me a few tips on how to bowl the ball down?
Yep, I sure can do that.
All right.
So the way I was taught, that bowling's like a windmill. All right, so when this arm goes down, this arm comes up.
Okay.
And then you follow through, so pretty simple. But the important thing is that you do follow through to the target, so all your weight's going forward.
Okay.
And I like to look at the base of the stumps. Right, so just like you're watching the ball when you're batting, you got to look at a target when you're bowling.
Okay.
That's where you're aiming. So.
Yep. So when I'm bowling, can I have a bent arm or do I have to have a straight arm?
Your arm has to stay straight
Okay.
the whole time. So, yeah, that's where the windmill action comes from. Trying to keep it straight, and it gets it nice and straight down there.
I like it. So just like a windmill.
Yep.
Over like that.
Yep. So the grip Aussie is really important to try to get the ball to swing in the air where it moves. So here we've got the seam, these bits of rope, and this bit up the middle. You want first finger and your second finger on either side of them like that. And so the ball will come down, hopefully like that, and move in the air and make it harder for the batsman to hit it.
Okay.
So there's your grip. Let's give it a go.
All right. Let's go. See what I've got.
Nice one. So Aussie, with a direction, your left arm is like a rudder.
Okay.
Right, so if your left arm goes out this way, everything, all your weight and the ball will go left.
Okay.
So you need that arm to be pointing to your target and going straight down from there. You don't want to go pulling either way with your left arm.
Okay.
So that windmill, it's going straight towards the target.
All right. So I've got to remember that windmill and keep the arm straight pointed to where I want the ball to go. All right. Let's see if I can do it this time. Nice shot.
It's a nice ball.
That's how the professionals do it. Boom! See ya! Whoa, 6 runs. What a great shot by Jack. You see how he kept the eyes on the ball, and the head down, and just followed through the ball. That's how the professionals do it, kids. Okay, so Jack's just hit the ball really high into the air, and one way to get out in cricket is for the fielder to take a catch. But Jack, can you show me and the kids the technique of taking a catch?
Yeah, like that.
Very good.
Well, catching is important in the correct technique because the ball, if it hits you on the end of the finger, can hurt.
Yeah.
And obviously you don't want to drop the catch either because you'll be letting down your teammate. So I think importantly, I'll give you that back, you want to open your hands up really wide but together, like a flower opening up. So you don't want to have them too closed or like that. You want it just like that to provide a wide surface. And then when it comes in, you just close both hands in. But the important part is that you watch the ball all the way into your hands, because if you don't, the ball might hit, you know, the end of a finger or whatever. And the last bit is just to cushion it as it comes in. So get your hands out far and let it come in. Bring it into your belly button.
Okay.
That's nice. Ooh, test him on the other side. And then we'll go hands up one. Nice, Aussie. Nice watching. Make sure the top of your cap is pointing down.
Okay.
So you're watching that ball all the way in. That's it. Perfect, Aussie.
All right, Jack. Thanks so much for the catching techniques. Now, what about if the ball's coming along the ground? What are some techniques on how to field the ball?
Yep. Well, first of all, you want to get yourself in a nice wide position with your legs. If you're too narrow and the ball's coming and it takes a weird bounce, it's hard to go either way.
Okay.
Whereas if you're nice and wide and low and the ball bounces either way, you can move. But you want your hands out in front and low to the ground And then as the ball comes and you pick it up into your belly.
Pick it up into the belly.
Yeah, and
All
then
right.
you're ready to throw.
Cool.
With the throw, what I want to do after I pick it up into my belly button is reset my legs. So I'm pointing towards the target with my feet. And then I get the ball up, point to the target, ball comes back this way, and I'm following through all the way down. You can bend the arm on a throw, but the important thing is that you're pointing towards your target and where you want the ball to go and following through to it, just like that.
Cool. Let's put some of that into practice then, Jack.
Give you one.
Yep.
That's nice. Perfect. Like how you're getting your feet round and pointing towards me. That's it.
Cool.
Keep watching the ball all the way in. Perfect. Give you a gun in the field, Aussie. Oh.
Oh, so Jack, that almost touched the ground, but I think I caught it. I'm not actually sure. What do you do in that situation?
Well, I think you just got to be honest. If you aren't sure, just let the umpire make the decision. But if you think you've caught it, or you definitely know you haven't caught it, and it has touched the ground, just be honest about it and be a good sport. But at the end of the day in cricket, we have an umpire who makes all the decisions. So if you're not sure, just say, look, I'm not sure, umpire, and they can make the decision of whether it's out or not.
Okay, so key message is always be a good sport and always accept the umpire's final decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get some catches and see if Aussie can take some. Yeah! Oh, I think that hit the ground.
Yeah, good sportsmanship, Oz.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Great catch. That was really good.
Thanks, mate. I'll tell you what, I've had heaps of fun today. I've learned a lot, how to bat, how to bowl, how to field and catch, and also how to be a good sport. So mate, thank you so much for teaching us lots about cricket. And kids at home, I hope you've had lots of fun and that's inspired you to grab yourself a cricket bat and a ball and hit the nets and practice all those skills. Kids, big thanks to Jack.
No problem.
We'll see you on the next video with Aussie. Until then, stay keen. Hey kids, did you have lots of fun today watching Aussie? I hope so. Did you know that we've got a heap of Aussie episodes on our YouTube channel? If you haven't already, go back and have a scroll through. I reckon you'll find some others that you absolutely love. And while you're there, why don't you hit subscribe? That way you won't miss out on any of our new videos that we bring out. We'll see you again soon, kids. Until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right. Stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day, Aussie. G'day, Aussie. G'day, Aussie. G'day, Aussie. G'day, Aussie.
How cool is this? Let's see if we can find Georgia. Here she is.
Hello.
G'day, I'm Aussie.
Thanks for having me, Aussie. It's not many degrees in there. I'd say maybe 3 or 4.
And you just dip your toe in, right?
Yeah, we try to.
Oh! All right. It's
Done.
25 Ks, quick one.
Some bars here, some cables as well.
Okay.
Benches, so
Wow,
yeah, we're not short of options, which is pretty cool.
so cool.
You can do chin-ups with that if you can.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. Yes! I broke it. I broke the machine. We're good. I'm ready to roll the arm over. Roll some speed. Oh! Middle stump. Now, just before we get started on today's episode, kids, let me just remind you about our merch items available on our website, like our mini Aussie hat made just for kids' heads. One of my favourites, Aussie socks, with a nice little message reminding you to always stay keen. You can get yourself a sweatband, just like Aussie's, but even cooler, with Aussie's logo. Or a mini replica Aussie tee made just for you kids. Or, brand new to our website, is our personalised video message made just for you from Aussie. Right now available on our website, aussieforkids.com.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie.
G'day kids, Aussie here. Today we are in Brisbane and we've come along to the BUPA National Cricket Centre. Now, if you want to be good at anything, you need to practice, practice, practice. We all know that. But if you have become the best at cricket, for instance, this is where you get to practice. So this is the home of the Queensland cricket, the Brisbane Heat, and all the best cricketers in Australia, men and women, come in here and train. You should see these facilities. Let's go and check them out. This is going to be fun. Hey, we might even be able to see if we can find a player to take us through these facilities. How cool is this? Let's see if we can find Georgia. Here she is.
Hello.
G'day, I'm Aussie.
Thanks for having me, Aussie.
Nice
good
to meet you.
Yeah.
So I've come along here today and I believe you're going to show me around these amazing facilities.
That's right.
This is where you train, is that right?
It is. We're very lucky here at Queensland. This building's technically the National Cricket Centre for Cricket Australia, but because their teams are often away, our Queensland and Brisbane Heat teams get the opportunity to use this wonderful facility. So
amazing.
Yeah, happy to show you around. We're here most days of the week, so know
good.
it quite well. Yeah.
So cricket is something that you do professionally. Obviously, you play for
Yes.
the Brisbane Heat, you get to wear a cool cricket uniform like that.
Yeah, it's the best job in the world, really. Getting paid to run out in the sun in summer with your, 10 of your best friends and have some fun chasing a ball around the park.
ball
So,
around.
yeah.
How much fun.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so where should we start? I believe this place is pretty big.
It is very big. There's 3 floors, but let's start on the ground floor. We've got the pools and the ice baths, which is pretty cool. So,
Sounds cold.
did you bring swimmers?
Oh, I did,
Yeah.
just in case you wanted me to do a few laps and a bit of training.
Yeah. So this is the Aquatic Centre. So. All right, so this is the recovery centre. So if we've had a big day of training, or usually after a match, we'll come in here and get the whole team in to recover, make sure that we're fresh, ready to go. We
Yeah,
often
good.
have games back to back. So,
Yeah, right.
This is the ice bath, so this is everyone's
So this-
favourite spot.
There's no ice in it, but it would be pretty cold, yeah?
No ice, but it's quite cold. It would, I think it's pretty close to, it's not many degrees in there. I'd say maybe 3 or 4.
And you just dip your toe in, right?
Yeah, we try to, but usually our coaches will make us get in, usually above the waist. Some of the fast bowlers who have to use more of their shoulders and everything sometimes have to go in down to the shoulders, so they're usually not too happy. But
That is cold.
Yeah.
Kids, you can't obviously feel that, but I can, and I can tell you that's not going to be very comfortable swimming or sitting in there.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
guess you wouldn't swim, you just got to sit in there, right?
just sitting there.
Stand in
Sometimes we kind of kneel on the step here. If you're one of the first ones in, you take that prime position. Otherwise, kind of hanging off the ledge on the side. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now-
Usually in there for about 10 minutes.
10
or so.
minutes. Okay, there you go. That was my next
Some
question.
people wear their socks just to, apparently it helps their feet stay warm, but yeah.
Socks in a
It's one
pool.
strategy that I've heard is quite useful, but
Okay.
not one that I do myself.
I like it. Now, is this another ice bath?
This is a nice warm bath.
A
so,
nice warm bath. All right.
Yeah. This is the spa.
Oh, that's nice.
And what you can do,
Yeah.
so there's this lovely green button that will get the spa running. So this is quite a popular option post ice bath. Once you're freezing to get back in the spa, and just the different temperature just kind of helps with recovery.
Okay.
Get your blood vessels going smaller or going bigger, so it helps your blood flow.
Okay, so that's the concept. So it's not torture.
No.
So you go in the cold, freezing water,
Yeah.
and that does something to your blood vessels,
Makes them smaller.
makes them smaller.
Makes them smaller.
And how does that help you?
Stops kind of swelling or inflammation to, like, you know, your legs that
Okay.
you might be sore. It helps recovery. So
Okay, and then you jump in there because
Jump
you've
in
done the
there.
hard work, and then you reward yourself.
You feel better. Look at it go now.
How good's that?
Yeah, and you kind of get that blood flow going again, and it's usually supposed to help recovery and, you know, get rid of all kind of wastes and things like that in the
Okay.
muscles. So, yeah,
All
there
right.
we go, bit of science in there.
Bit of science, and
Yeah.
for the kids out there, so you're obviously a cricketer. This has got, you know,
Yeah.
this is not anything to do with cricket. This is recovery
This is
from
recovery
cricket.
From cricket.
Right, so it's all part of it.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And then if you're feeling like exercise, there's the lap pool here behind us.
So you can swim some laps back and forth, or you can walk, maybe.
Yep, you can walk, do some stretches in there,
Yeah.
chill out and chat after a game,
Yep.
you know. Most of the team debrief is done in the ice bath and in the
Yeah.
pool, talking after the game.
Talking about how good your shots were,
Yeah,
how good
yeah.
that one-handed
Yeah.
catch was.
On a good day, yeah,
Yeah.
just reliving the moments.
Of course.
Yeah,
What a great part of being a cricketer.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, maybe if we've got a bit of time later, I'll put the swimmers on and jump in.
Yeah, maybe not
Maybe.
this one. maybe in the spa instead.
I like it.
Yep. So this is the indoor cricket centre.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So as you can see, there's like 5 different kind of cricket pitches here.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah. So we do a lot of training in here, and then there's a lot of extra space here so the bowlers can have a full run up, and
Okay.
sometimes we might do fielding in here if it's raining outside. And there's little speed radars on the back of 2 of the nets. So the fast bowlers like to bowl in those ones so they can clock what speeds they're bowling at and,
Okay, and what
try
kind
to
of
compete with each other.
What kind of speeds are they bowling?
Faster
Faster than I can drive my car safely?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Definitely,
wow.
definitely if you're driving in town. Yeah, some of the boys can get up to, you know, 140, 150, and the girls can get up to, you know, 120 would probably be the quickest.
120 kilometres an hour.
Yeah.
I don't think my car goes that fast. So it looks great from out here, but am I allowed to go in there?
Absolutely, let's go.
How good.
So what's really cool, we're really lucky, we've got lots of different surfaces. So,
Yeah, okay, different colours.
Yeah, different colours. So this one's, see the light colour here, a bit more corky. So it's
Yeah.
quite a slow surface and will turn a lot more. So it's kind of like if you're batting in India or Sri Lanka, really slow spinning surface.
Okay.
Whereas some of these other ones here are a bit quicker, and they're all a little bit different. So you know you can practice
That's
according
amazing.
to maybe what you might be playing on
Yeah.
in the game.
So you can get ready specifically for the place you're going to play at. So you said
Yeah.
India, so the pitches over there are a bit slower.
Bit
Is
slower,
that right?
will turn a bit more.
So turn means to spin.
Spin bowlers rather than fast bowlers.
Okay.
Generally over in India.
Okay. Wow.
So yeah, it's the good thing about cricket. It can be so different in different parts of the world with
It's amazing.
the different, grasses, pitches in the different continents. So.
And what do we have in Australia? What are we known for? Our pitches, are they fast? Are they slow?
Fast and bouncy.
Fast and
in
bouncy.
Australia.
And do we have a fast and bouncy pitch here? set
Yeah,
up?
so probably these 2 are probably more of the quicker ones.
Okay.
More fast and bouncy. And the end one there is kind of that lighter green.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a harder, skiddier type surface.
Wow.
So,
That sounds dangerous. A ball coming down and hitting a fast, skiddy surface.
yeah,
I suppose you've got to get used to it,
fast
right?
and skiddy, you'd rather be hit on your legs than up here, so.
True.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
That's why we practice.
do we get to have a little turn? Do we
Yeah,
want to have
yeah,
a bat or a
let's,
bowl? What are we going to do?
Let's grab you a ball.
What are these things, Georgia?
Yeah, so These things are the bowling machines, so
Yeah.
you know, to save our coaches having to get shoulder reconstructions and really sore arms and things like
from
that.
constantly bowling.
Constantly bowling and throwing at us, that's why we get the machines. So
And because the coaches don't want to constantly bowl because they don't want to go in the ice bath because it's too cold.
That's right, that's right.
So they got these things,
Yep.
and these replace the coaches, and somehow they bowl the ball down.
Yeah, so they've got wheels, so we wheel them up to the front of the net.
No way.
The coaches can stand on the top there and have a bucket of balls and just feed them in through the hole at the top.
Wow. So if I was a coach, I could stand up here and go, Georgia, coming in, and then I
Yep.
drop the ball in and it goes, whew.
That's right, yeah. And
Yeah,
depending
good.
on how much you've dialed up the speed on it,
Yeah.
be how scared I am at the other end, I'd say.
I don't want to scare you too much, but okay, so this could bowl something like 120, 140 kilometres.
Yeah, even higher, yeah.
That's crazy.
The Merlin one at the end is a specialist one that gets more spin on the ball.
Really?
It's-
Oh,
yeah, so
wow.
you can practice spin bowling and it kind of just feeds itself like a robot. You don't need a coach up there. So,
Amazing.
yeah, if you're just batting by yourself, you don't need a coach. You can just feed the balls in and train whenever you want, you know, living
So good.
the professional athlete lifestyle. So
That's amazing. I love this
that's,
facility.
Now you got a ball.
So I've picked up this ball. It doesn't look like a normal cricket ball. Cricket balls usually red or white, and they've got the
Yep.
stitches and stuff.
This is a bowling machine ball, so that's one of the balls that you feed in there. So
Special ball
if
for
you
that
put in
machine.
a real cricket ball in the bowling machine, it might damage it. So
Yep.
that's why we use these special. They're a little bit softer, and they
So they
come
won't-
quite nicely.
They
off
won't
the
hurt
bat
as
too.
much if they hit
No,
you.
well they still hurt
I'm
if
sure
they're
they
coming
would
at a
hurt.
fast speed.
Absolutely.
But, the cricketer's life is to always have a lot of bruises at times. So, but
Yep.
that's why we wear lots of pads, thigh pads, helmets.
Yeah.
You can wear arm guards, chest guards, however, whatever you want to protect, there's always a protector for it.
Yeah, well, it's important that you make sure that you're safe out there
Yeah.
as much as you can be.
That's right.
Safety first, also he always says to the kids. So you got all the equipment. So when the kids go through the different stages as they're getting bigger, they get to a certain level where they're playing with the real cricket ball, and that's when they have to start wearing those pads,
Yeah.
right?
So a lot of the kids, you might start off playing cricket with plastic balls or tennis balls.
Yeah, okay.
Often in the blast comps. So
Right. Cricket
there's a lot
blast.
of cricket blast
Yeah, cool.
participation. So sign up now.
Yeah.
You can they're often in like Big Bash colours too. So you know kids can kind of support their team. So we're teal,
Which is
or
obviously the Brisbane
green
Heat.
or orange. Obviously Brisbane Heat.
Of course. Now, I've been holding this cricket ball for a while.
Yep.
Should I do something with it? Should I?
Yep.
Roll the arm
Practice
over, as
your-
they say.
Practice your bowling action. When
Yeah.
was the last time you bowled?
If I say never, is that? No,
No,
I've
no,
bowled.
on
Of
the
course I've bowled.
backyard, Christmas game or
Look, you know,
something,
Christmas,
you know.
I just, bowl. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm fast or slow or medium or
Yeah.
spin or.
Well, why don't we see? Hopefully we can.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully it registers some speed for you. So
Hopefully.
we'll go in this lane here, so you can see the screen at the end. Hopefully we'll pop up with a speed, especially if you bowl it straight enough.
That's a long way down
it is
between the
it's-
wickets.
Yeah,
Is that how long a pitch is?
it is. Yeah, it looks shorter on TV, I reckon.
It
but
really
yeah,
does.
in real life, it's quite a way.
And so when you're watching cricket on TV and you go, just take another run, it's only just from here to there. It's actually a long way.
Yeah, well, as a batter, I kind of like having a little bit of extra distance away from the bowler when they're sending them down at over 100 kilometres an hour. So
Yeah,
it's nice to have a bit of a gap there.
Yeah, great. I did forget to ask, how do I hold it?
So it kind of differs between pace bowlers and spinners, but probably the easiest way is to hold it
Fingers
like
together.
that with two fingers
Okay.
down the ball.
Down the seam.
Down the seam if we had a seam.
If
Yeah.
the seam was there, but this
Yeah.
is an indoor cricket net ball. All right, I'm going to aim for those stumps down there.
We do a clap in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad.
69.
69. That's not very fast, especially if,
No, you haven't warmed up.
No,
Haven't warmed up.
no, not much. Not enough. But maybe I can roll a few more down.
Yep.
See if I can get it a little closer to the stumps.
Yep.
Oh, dealt with. I think they would call that 4 runs. Oh, 4 runs, that's what they would say. 4 runs, that was going straight out to the boundary. I reckon you're up for a bit more heat, a bit more speed.
Yeah, send them down a bit quicker.
Well, that was online.
Yeah, well bowled. Well bowled. Oh! Bowling. Oh.
4 runs.
You want to have a bat?
Yeah. I'm using a professional cricket bat. How lucky am I? Now, please, I don't have any pads on.
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh.
Yeah, nice. Oh, well played.
Hey, George, you got any tips for a beginner batsman?
Oh, keep the ball along the ground. At least you can't get caught. There you go. And move your feet to the ball. Yeah, nice.
But I didn't keep it on the ground. There's a lot to remember. So there's lots to remember, kids. You've got to watch the ball, you keep your elbow up and the bat down and keep the ball on the ground. And
watch the ball, move your feet.
Yeah,
Watch
okay.
the ball, move
Okay.
your feet. Keep it simple.
Watch the ball, move your feet.
Yeah.
Great tips.
Yeah.
Awesome, that was fun.
Yeah,
I'm exhausted.
not bad. I think you should start playing some cricket.
Well,
Make a big comeback.
a big comeback. It's not too late for me?
Not too late, never too late.
Amazing,
You can play
never
cricket
too
at
late.
all ages.
How good.
All ages.
Should we have a little bit more of a tour around?
Yep, that sounds good.
Amazing.
Got some bars here, some cables as well.
Okay.
Benches, so
Wow.
yeah, we're not short of options, which is pretty cool.
So cool. Really, really impressive. Great
Yeah.
facilities.
Yeah.
Cricket Australia logo.
These
Cool.
weight vests, you should try one of those on. They're quite
Yeah.
heavy.
What do they do?
So just lift it up and put it over your shoulders.
It's if you can
Wear
lift it.
If you can lift it.
Oh, far out. How much does this weigh?
20 kilos.
Oh, it's like putting a small child on my shoulders. Or a big child actually, at 20 kilos.
So yeah, you feel it very quickly walking around with that weight vest.
So it's like I'm walking around with
It's like
a
you
kid
put
on my
You
shoulders.
put on 20 kilos, basically.
Well, I won't put on 20 kilos if I'm working out in this gym, that's for sure. Oh, amazing.
So yeah, a few more cables. We've
Yep.
got a few of the boys in here training.
Fellas, very well. I'll come back for workout soon.
But this is my favourite machine here. So this is great if you're recovering from an injury. It's
What's
actually,
this contraption?
it's an anti-gravity treadmill.
An anti-gravity treadmill.
Yeah. So basically you strap yourself in and you can adjust with the computer. It puffs up air. So it's basically like running at, 60, 70, 80, 90% of your body weight. You can choose how heavy you want to be and you run it
floating
that way.
almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like walking on the moon at times if you have it
Wow.
light enough. Yeah. So.
Okay, and when would you use this? Why wouldn't you just use a normal treadmill? When do you want to be lighter?
Yeah, so if you're recovering from an injury and you've
Okay.
got to try to restrict your loads, or you don't want to have that heavy landing at full body weight, so
Okay.
you can adjust, I guess, how heavy your body is on the treadmill, which is really nice, and
handy.
it makes running a lot easier.
So you can slowly get it back down. You can start light,
Yeah.
and then slowly bring your body weight to full body weight as your injury gets better.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they're very
Makes sense.
rare. You only get them probably at very good facilities like
Yeah.
this one, or some really specialised kind of physio practices and things. So
This is the best.
we're very lucky to have it.
Very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, that's very cool. I'm not even pretending. That's stuck to the rack. It's obviously super glued to the rack. This is more my weight.
Yeah.
Yep, beautiful. Shoulders done.
Yep.
I'll
So
be able to-
that's the gym session done. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're in here kind of 2 to 3 times a week to do a full
Is that
gym
what you do?
session. And
Yeah,
then
wow.
sometimes before games we might do like a shorter gym session, just as like a primer session, just
Okay.
to get the body kind of moving and,
Yep.
and working before a match. So
Good.
yeah, we're in here a little bit at a time. And
Amazing.
why don't I take you up to the lovely the Players Recreation Lounge. There's also lovely kind of lounge area and television too. So there's a lot of space up here to, just relax during the day when you have some time off and get some food.
Which is
play some
important when
table
you're training
tennis.
so hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's,
Unwind, you've got a couple of massage chairs over there. I'll tell you what, Georgia, this has been an absolute treat. Thank you so much for your time today and showing us around these facilities. I reckon I'm going to go and pull up a massage chair and I'll let you get along and do the next part of your day, which is being a doctor or practicing cricket or having meetings or maybe even some table tennis. But thank you again. I'm sure the kids have loved it.
No
Kids,
worries.
Hope you've had a fun time with this visit today. We'll see you on the next episode of Aussie, and until then, stay keen. Feeling good, feeling ready to roll the arm over, bowl some speed. Oh, middle stump. If you haven't already, make sure you get a grown-up to help you hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss out on any of the new and exciting videos that we put out. Speaking of new and exciting, if there's a video that you'd love to see Aussie do, make sure you send us a message on our socials, on Facebook or Instagram at Aussie for Kids. We'll see you again soon, kids, and until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right, stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie.
G'day kids and grown-ups. If you are loving watching and learning with Aussie, it would be amazing if you could please do me a really big favour and just tell anybody else that you think might enjoy it too. In the meantime, enjoy this brand new episode, and as always, stay keen.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day.
G'day kids, Aussie here. Today, we're going to learn about a sport called cricket. And Aussie doesn't like cricket. No, I love it. Cricket was first played a long time ago in a place called England. And although they invented the game, the English, or the Poms as we sometimes call them, are not quite as good at cricket as the Aussies. Cricket is played by boys and girls and men and women all around the world, but it's most popular in countries like England, India, Pakistan, South Africa, New Zealand, West Indies, and also here in Australia. Now cricket is played with a ball like this. It's pretty little, but do you know what shape that is? That's right, it's a circle. Good job, kids. The professionals play with specific coloured balls. 3 colours actually, just like that. Do you know what colours they are? That's right, red, white, and pink. Good job, kids. Cricket is mostly played outside on a big field, which is a similar shape to what the AFL players play on. It looks a little like this. Do you remember what shape that is? That's right, it's an oval. Excellent work. The main things you need to play cricket are a ball and a bat, which looks a little bit like that. You'll also need some stumps, like those. And as you get a bit older, you'll probably wear some protective equipment, like a helmet and some pads and some gloves. To play cricket, the main skills you'll need to learn are batting, bowling, fielding, and catching. The idea of cricket is to score as many runs as you can by using the bat to hit the ball as far as you can. The most runs you can score is a 6, and that's when you hit the ball all the way over the fence on the full. You can also score a 4, and that's when you hit the ball all the way to the fence, but it doesn't need to be on the full. And you can also score runs by running from one end of the pitch to the other after you've hit the ball. But the idea is to not get out. So there's lots of different ways you can get out in cricket. One of them is by being bowled, and that's when a player on the other team bowls the ball and it hits the stumps and the bails fall off. Another way is by being caught. That means when you hit the ball in the air and someone from the other team catches it on the full. That means you're out. Another way to get out is what we call LBW. Do you know what that stands for? That's right, it's leg before wicket. And that's a bit of a tricky one. That's when the ball is bowled and it looks like it was going to hit the wickets, but it hits you in the leg first. Sometimes the umpire can say, that's LBW, and you're out. The professional men and women play with 11 people on each team. That's 10 plus 1. A few of my favourite cricketers of all time are Ricky Ponting, or Punter, Elise Perry, or Pez, Adam Gilchrist, or Gilly, Sophie Devine, or Soph, Steve Smith, or Smudge, and Alyssa Healy, or Midge. Now sometimes one game of cricket can go for up to 5 days in a row, and sometimes up to 6 hours a day. That's a lot of cricket, isn't it? And that's what we call a test match. Other times, cricket is only played for 20 overs per team, and that's called T20. In Australia, that's called Big Bash. And Big Bash cricket is really exciting, so make sure you check that one out. Cricket is a cracking game to play, and I used to love playing cricket in the backyard when I was a kid with my mates, and hitting the ball over the fence for 6 runs. I reckon you'd love it too. Hey kids, did you have lots of fun today watching Aussie? I hope so. Did you know that we've got a heap of Aussie episodes on our YouTube channel? If you haven't already, go back and have a scroll through. I reckon you'll find some others that you absolutely love. And while you're there, why don't you hit subscribe? That way you won't miss out on any of our new videos that we bring out. We'll see you again soon, kids. Until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right. Stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie.
Aussie,
G'day kids and grown-ups. If you are loving watching and learning with Aussie's videos, it would be amazing if you could please do me just a little favour and tell anybody else that you think might enjoy them too. In the meantime, check out our YouTube channel for plenty of other educational and entertaining videos. Until then, stay keen.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of mine.
G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day Aussie. G'day.
G'day kids, Aussie here. We've got another great book today on Story Time with Aussie. Now, do you like cricket? Aussie doesn't like cricket. No, he loves it. That's right, this book is called Cricket. I just love it. It's by Alister, Nicholson and illustrated by Tom Gillette. Let's get inside and see what it's about. Cricket. I just love it. It really is the best. Batting, bowling, fielding, 2020 or a test. I watch it or I listen, and of course I always play. Cricket is my favourite part of every single day. Look at this little boy. He just loves cricket, doesn't he? Cricket. I adore it. And so do all my friends. We play before and after school, at lunch and on weekends. There's automatic wicky, but we never give LB, leg before. You can't get out first ball, of course not. And that's just fine by me. Cricket. I can wear it. The gear, I've got it all. My helmet, My thigh guard, pads and gloves protect me from the ball. A box goes in my undies or Mum won't let me play. She hasn't told me why just yet, but promised to one day. Cricket, let me at it. I'll knock the stumps down flat. Then I'll field at fine leg in my floppy, broad-brimmed hat. Where's fine leg? Can someone help me? There he is, fine leg, all the way back there. There's long on, point, mid-wicket too. I've even been a sweeper. Cow corners near the boundary, slip and gully by the keeper. That's all the names of the different positions on the field. Look, cow corner. Cow doesn't play cricket, does it? No, that's the name of the position. Cricket, I perfect it. Every shot that's in the book. Drives and cuts, ramps and sweeps. I even play the hook. My dog will race to fetch the ball and mostly brings it back. And then I'll slog another one. Crack! It's a good feeling when you hit the ball hard, isn't it, when you're playing cricket? I think this one might be going too far. Cricket, I research it. There's so much you can learn, like how to face the spinners and judge the bounce or turn. My footwork is a focus as I move to meet the ball. I practice in the backyard. I practice in the hall. Cricket, I respect it. It's a risky inside game. I may have broken windows and there was that picture frame. Uh-oh. Gotta be careful when you're playing cricket inside, don't you? But with epic classic catches, I've saved a vase or two. Yet Mum and Dad still banned me. My indoor days are through. Probably better to play cricket outside, isn't it? Cricket, I can feel it, smearing zinc across my cheek. I emulate Meg Lanning and her elegant technique. I channel Perfect Perry, Australia's gun all-rounder. Or I hammer them like Healy, our pummeler and pounder. Some of Australia's best female cricketers. I absolutely love watching them play. Do you? Cricket, I consume it, especially all the stories of tons, tied tests and hat-tricks, red and white ball glories. Of legends like Don Bradman, Lily, Ponting, Warne, the greats who vowed adoring crowds before I was born. Cricket, I work at it. Throwing, catching in the field. I dream of playing for my state in the Sheffield Shield. Wouldn't that be good? The precious baggy green is the pride of all our nation. A sacred, sweat-soaked cap, a source of inspiration. Cricket, dreaming of it. It'd make my heart a flutter to play a test in Sydney, Eden Gardens in Kolkata, to gaze at Table Mountain or in the forts surrounding Gaul. I long for Lords in London, most famous of them all. Cricket, you should try it. You can play it everywhere. The nets, backyard or driveway, the beach when you go there. There's cricket at the park in summer after tea. And one day, you might even score 100 at the G. The MCG, famous cricket ground in Melbourne and here in Australia. Imagine hitting 100 runs down there. How good would that be? Cricket, we just love it. A great game for us all. Girls and boys, the young and old, the big and very small. On wheels, bare feet, and 4 legs too, no matter what your style. Get out, enjoy some cricket. It's sure to make you smile. Yep, what a cool book. Just tells you all the fun things about playing cricket. Do you love playing cricket? In the backyard, at the beach, at the park, maybe even at the G. Hey, if you dream big enough and if you have something like that that you want to do and you stay keen, who knows, you might end up there. Kids, I hope you enjoyed this book. I hope you feel inspired. We'll see you on our next awesome book at Storytime with Aussie. Until then, stay keen. G'day kids, Aussie here. So we've learned lots of things about cricket. Now we're going to read a really cool book about cricket, but it's not just about cricket. It's super awesome because it's about dinosaurs as well. And it's called Over is Out. Over is Out. And it's by Lachlan and Sarah Cray. You hit the ball over the fence. You know what that means. Over is out. Now you'll have to go get it. And I remember when I used to play backyard cricket when I was a little boy, one of the main rules is if you hit the ball over the fence, you had to go get it and you're out. I hope the neighbours don't catch you. They're really tough. I'll get it. It's on top of the big one. No, I can't see it. Keep looking, you'll find it. Look, he's on top of the neighbour, a big blue dinosaur. Do you know what type of dinosaur that is? Maybe it's under the spiky one. No, it's not here. Keep looking, you'll find it. What kind of dinosaur is that? A spiky one. The Stegosaurus. Good job, kids. Is it behind the bumpy one? No, it's not back here. Keep looking, you'll find it. I'm not quite sure what that dinosaur is. Can you help Aussie out? Is it between the horned ones? No, it's not anywhere. Keep looking, you'll find it. Now, 3 horns on a dinosaur. What kind of dinosaurs are they? Triceratops, that's right. There it is, on the sleepy one's nose. I've got it. Uh-oh, I think they woke the sleepy one up. And what kind of dinosaur is the sleepy one? He's got short arms and big sharp teeth. Is he a T-Rex? I wouldn't want to wake up a T-Rex. He's waking up. Quick, get back over the fence. You'll make it. Look, he's running super fast and the T-Rex, oh, he looks a bit scary. Oh, he's run so fast, he's dropped his bat. Hurry, he's between the horned ones. Keep going, you'll make it. Look, I think T-Rex has picked up the bat. Don't stop, he's behind the bumpy one. Keep going, you'll make it. Look out, he's under the spiky one. Keep going, you'll make it. Run fast, he's on top of the big one. Keep going, you're nearly there. Look, he's got our bat. I think he wants to play. Deadly, come on over. So the boys, they thought the T-Rex was chasing them because he's big and scary, but he just wanted to have a play. He wanted to come over and play backyard cricket. And so he comes over and T-Rex has had a bowl. Oh no, not the other neighbours. Look, little boy's hit it over the fence, which means over is out and he has to go and get it. And look at who the other neighbours are. Monsters and robots and aliens. And over is out. So he has to go and get the ball, doesn't he? And then T-Rex has a bat. And he's bowled him out. And look who's the wicket keeper. One of the aliens or the monsters from next door. So all the neighbours are playing backyard cricket together. How much fun is that? Wow, what a cool book. Monsters, aliens, dinosaurs, and cricket. That was super fun. I hope you really enjoyed it. Kids, kids, we'll see you on our next video. And until then, stay keen. Hey kids, did you have lots of fun today watching Aussie? I hope so. Did you know that we've got a heap of Aussie episodes on our YouTube channel? If you haven't already, go back and have a scroll through. I reckon you'll find some others that you absolutely love. And while you're there, why don't you hit subscribe? That way you won't miss out on any of our new videos that we bring out. We'll see you again soon, kids. Until then, stay keen. Oh, and by the way, did you happen to find the hidden Aussie icon in that video? Yeah, make sure you look closely because they're in every single video. That's right. Stay keen, kids.
Aussie, 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 oi! Aussie is a friend of yours and he's a friend of